Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, welcome to How to Make a Literal Cat in Your Favorite RPG. I hope you're not here to learn how to do character creation the right way, because this is the Cat Creation Podcast, hosted in part by me, Joel.
Hosted in other part by me, Avalon.
And how are you on this lovely autumn day, Avalon?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, we out here living, and that's number one. That's the best. How are you doing on this fine evening?
Oh, you know, I'm here to record a podcast episode. Been doing some video editing, playing a lot of Borderlands 4 lately. Also a very good action game, by the way.
Such a good action game.
It really is, guys. Don't listen to the haters. Borderlands 4 good.
Yeah, no haters to be heard. Only true video game enjoyers would. True fans will enjoy the game no matter what.
No, I genuinely do think this is a really, really good Borderlands game.
Oh, it is, for sure.
Even among all the things that I don't like about it, I'm like, man, though, I just can't stop playing.
It's just, yeah, the gameplay loop is just super addicting.
Yeah, it's in the good way, but this is not the Borderlands 4 review podcast. This is the How to Make a Literal Cat in Your Favorite RPG podcast. Let's do that instead.
Yeah, we're talking about tabletop RPGs here, not video game RPGs.
Exactly. Let's get to it.
So what are we looking at today, Joel?
We're looking at a game called The Troubleshooters. Troubleshooters action-adventure role-playing game by Helmgast, who you might recognize from, like, Cult, Affinity, Lost. Actually, I think that's the only one here I recognize. It's a game about Franco-Belgian comics from the 1960s, which, I think it's very specifically talking about Adventures of Tintin. Although, I don't know, there could be a whole bunch of them like that. That's the only one that I know of. This is a game, though, that the art style very much resembles that of Adventures of Tintin. The theming would be the same kind of stories they were telling, like just a group of guys and gals, I guess, who travel the world, going on adventures and treasure hunting and stuff. I don't know what else they did in Adventures of Tintin, honestly.
I have no idea. My Adventures of Tintin knowledge is basically zero.
I saw the movie.
Nice. How was that?
Not terrible.
A glowing review.
It was weird that it was in 3D. I feel like it would have been better if it wasn't a 3D movie. Like if they'd just done 2D.
Yeah, there's a lot of 3D movies out there that would be better done in 2 dimensions.
But anyway, this is The Troubleshooters. It's set in the mid-1960s in a world with mysterious temples hidden in the jungles, valleys time forgot, mad scientists, space stations, spies with super gadgets, and villainous organizations scheming for world control.
That sounds like a lot of action.
Yeah. The game takes place in 1965 in a world similar to our own, but not exactly like our own. Obviously, we talked about the differences in the last paragraph. But suffice to say, if you're into Adventures of Tintin, Indiana Jones, you know, the treasure hunting adventurer type tale, this will be right up your alley.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Love some good adventure, so let's get ready to go make a character for this adventure.
But first, let's go over the cat creation rules.
Ah, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. These are the rules that we follow to make sure that we stay on target, on brand, on cat. We're making a cat. That's rule number 1. The exact animal that comes to mind when I say the word. No anthropomorphic races. No people turned into cats. No lions. No tigers. No other cop-outs you can imagine either.
Rule number 2 is we cannot use homebrew/house rules. If the rules in the rulebook do not explicitly allow something to happen, we count it as a rule broken.
Rule number 3, if the game includes stats for a literal cat, those must be used or adapted to the game's character sheet.
I don't think we have one of those for this, do we?
I don't think so, no.
Well then, rule number 4 is the character, class, background, playbook, job, what have you, must exist in the game's core rules or as part of an official expansion.
Rule number 5, the cat can learn any skill available to its class, even if it's not something a cat could normally be trained to do.
Rule number 6 is if a tool would be physically impossible for a literal cat to use, even if comically downsized for them, they cannot use it.
Rule number 7, if the character sheet has a section that's meant to be filled out in collaboration with the whole table, we leave that blank. so potential players can make this character fit the group they're playing with. Because, as you know, we put all our character sheets up on bit.ly/literalcatpod. Or you could go and get to the same link from badgertrove.com/literalcatpod.
Yeah, go check them out.
Go check them out, guys.
But finally, rule number 8 is we have to keep track of every rule that we break.
Yep, that's the big one.
Yes, last but certainly not least, as they say.
Because again, we want you to be able to play this character if you feel like it.
Yeah. All right, with those out of the way, are we ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's go to page 24, where we can hear about the cast. Let's see, what is a character? What makes a good character? What the stats mean? Oh yeah, let's look at this real quick, because I don't know that the stats they're not exactly clear entirely from the character sheet. But you got your skills and your max vitality. These allow you to perform actions and take hits. Then you got mechanism stats. Plot hooks, traits, abilities, complications, and story points that allow you to influence the way events unfold. Makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a whole thing here about creating a team, but we need to go down to the next section, creating a character. The process of creating a character consists of 10 steps. Part 1, pick a template. Part 2, set skills. Part 3, pick 2 abilities and a complication. Part 4, determine max vitality. Part 5, pick languages. Part 6, select 5 gear kits. Part 7, choose plot hooks. Part 8, customize. Part 9, design your character. And then Part 10, which we're probably going to have to skip, is design how you met.
Yeah, sounds like something that probably a whole table should have input on.
Yep. Anyway, templates, it looks like starts on page 38. You can also apparently make your own template or make a character without a template if you feel like going through and dealing with all the numbers yourself. I say we work with a template.
I also say we work with a template because that looks complicated.
I'm sure it's not as bad as it looks, but let's work with this.
Yeah.
Because we've got some probably good templates to work with here. We've got Adventurous Scholar, Aspiring Student, Caring Veterinarian.
Got Cat Burglar, Cosmopolitan Dilettante?
I think that's right. Dilettante, something like that.
Yeah.
Diplomat, Curious Engineer.
You got Elite Athlete, Globetrotter, Inquisitive Journalist.
Intrepid Explorer, Plainclothes Police, Racing Driver.
Ooh, a Suffering Artist of... I don't know if that's worse than Starving Artist or not. And Vigilante Lawyer.
Well, you don't like Matt Murdock?
Oh no, I like the
Not
Vigilante.
a Daredevil
Lawyer.
fan?
No, I'm a Daredevil fan. I wouldn't say I'm a super fan, but I'm a fan. I like him. I'm ready for him to come to Marvel Rivals.
If only he could see that happen.
Okay. Yeah, if only.
Anyway, let's look at Cat Burglar for no particular reason.
Yeah, no, I was totally not gonna suggest that one first. What?
Let's see. Without hate, without violence, but certainly illegal. That's the life of a cat burglar. It's exciting to break into secure sites and come out with small but invaluable stuff without anyone knowing. If you hadn't left a calling card, that is.
Can't leave without signing your masterworks.
Cats have a natural affinity for crime.
They do have an affinity for crime. That is why it is called a cat burglar and not a dog burglar. A dog burglar, I'm pretty sure, is the lady from 101 Dalmatians. But let's see.
Now, I did learn something funny. Apparently, burglar and burger have the same root word.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like this concept of a burg is like a fortified city or town. And so burger came from hamburger, which came from Hamburg State, which came from Hamburg.
Yep.
And so a burglar is someone who breaks into a burg.
So Erler must mean thief.
Yeah, sure. Or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just fun facts, I guess.
I love a good fun fact. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Hopefully I don't find out randomly off air that was not true.
Did you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, but anyway, if you want to do a cat burglar, or I don't know, is there anything else? We have somehow not done a criminal the entire action fiction autumn.
Yeah, we haven't, have we, huh? I think we gotta change that.
Yeah, we can't just keep kicking the ball down the road.
You all knew it was coming sooner or later. This one might be the episode.
This is probably the episode. The action criminal, our cat burglar, the one who doesn't get their hands dirty fighting-wise, but is covered in the stains of all of the stolen artwork that they make off with.
Yeah, those oil paintings will leave a mark on your clothes.
Joke's on you. Cats don't wear clothes.
So true, actually. Alright, well, let's see. So it gives us our skills straight off the bat, but then we have some other things here. We've got some abilities to pick from, some complications, some gear that we get to pick, and then suggested plot hooks.
Yep. Let's go ahead and start with our skills.
Okay.
So we get security, 75.
Okay.
Agility, 65. Prestidigitation, 65. Which is not actually a magic thing. It is sleight of hand for all you D&D heads out there.
Yeah, I was also thinking of conjuring sounds and smells and stuff.
Nope, it's parlor tricks.
All right, sick.
Which I guess in a world of literal magic, conjuring smells and sounds would be a parlor trick.
Yeah.
Anyway, search 65, sneak 65, alertness 45, charm 45, investigation 45, melee 45, subterfuge 45, and vehicles 45.
Ooh, you got a vehicle stat, huh?
Yep, if only we could drive.
If only.
Hypothetically, we're trained at it, but you'd have to make a vehicle that we could use that training on first.
True.
Anyway, so it says everything else is left at 15. I wonder, I've not had a chance to look through this rulebook yet. I wonder if this has a similar dice resolution mechanic to, what was it, Haunted West?
Yeah.
The stats are certainly set up similarly.
Yeah, got some big old numbers in this one.
So we've set our skills, now we pick 2 abilities and a complication.
Okay. So the abilities we have to choose from are Acrobat, Allure, Famous, Lockpicker, or Sixth Sense.
And we can ignore any of the requirements for these abilities, because they are starting abilities, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Alright, I say Acrobat, probably.
Yeah, makes sense.
Cats can see ghosts.
Yeah, so the Sixth Sense?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm thinking about this. What if we had a Banksy cat that was famous, but nobody knows who it is? They just know the calling card that's left behind. It's an empty can of tuna every time.
I mean, I guess.
Like, this cat is known, but also not known.
I feel like if you're gonna leave a calling card intentionally, what if this is like a can of tuna is kind of complex to carry.
Well, yeah, I that was just the first thing that came to mind. That wasn't rock solid.
I'm thinking something more like the paw print bandit, where like, I don't know, maybe they swap the art out with an obvious fake, and then when you lift up the fake, there's a paw print under it.
See, I dig that.
So, again, maybe no one still knows that it's literally a cat, but...
They just think it's a furry.
Well, I mean, it could just be someone's stamp, right?
True.
Or what if they're literally leaving a stamp that is modeled after their paw?
A stamp that they could pick up and use.
Yeah, because that way, like, there's a circular outline to it. Or maybe that doesn't matter as much. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, these are good things to think about. It gives our character depth.
True. If we're gonna have a famous cat, we need to know their calling card.
I like the paw print idea. I like the ooh. I mean, I think it could just be like paint though, right? Like if they're nabbing famous paintings, just dip those paws in some like a sage green and just slap it on there on the empty frame.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, so do we want to do famous then?
I'm fine with famous if you prefer that over Sixth Sense. The only thing for Sixth Sense that I've got is that we've established in the past that cats can see ghosts.
That's true. That is an established rule of our show.
But famous is more interesting, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we wanna go for interesting.
We could throw Acrobat out and do famous and Sixth Sense.
I'm down for that. We're already pretty acrobatic.
Okay.
For being a cat, you know? We got 65 in agility. I think we're good.
Alright, and then we can pick one of the following complications. Amorous, bad reputation, or overconfident. I'm gonna throw out the first one.
Throw out as in...
We're not doing amorous.
Okay. What does that even mean?
Flirty.
Oh, yeah.
It would be like Rouge the Bat.
Oh, yeah, we're not making a Rouge the Cat, sorry.
Do that on your own time.
Yeah, we'll leave that to a different podcast.
Yeah, this isn't the how to make a Sonic OC in your favorite RPG. Although...
Oh, God.
Sequel idea... Spin-off idea.
Spin-off podcast about making Sonic OCs.
How to make Rouge the Bat in your favorite RPG. In every RPG, we just make Rouge the Bat.
Now that's getting specific.
I don't think that's a podcast. I think that's a 5-minute YouTube video.
Yeah, that's a TikTok.
That's a TikTok. There you go.
Alright, so we have bad reputation or overconfident.
I like overconfident. We leave a calling card, right?
Yeah, like we do got some moxie to us, as they say. So I think overconfident works for sure.
Next step, max vitality. I think it just tells us what our max vitality is.
Yep.
It's 6. You know, someone might actually do the papercraft thing and fold this into an actual passport shape. Print it on both sides, do the folding work.
Oh yeah, make it into a real passport.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why wouldn't you? It would be fun if you were going to play this game.
Oh yeah, having like a nice little like essentially a character book to keep all your stats in. It'd be awesome. Get your paws off of that skip button. You need to listen to this mid-roll.
Yeah, I was going to continue this bit, but my thought process is just not here right now, I guess.
No thoughts, head empty. That's alright, because we've got a script. We don't really have a script.
Yeah, no, the entire show is scripted. We don't actually come up with anything on the spot. We take all of our notes months ahead of time, and no, that's a lie.
Yeah. Super lie. Loud, incorrect buzzer 1,000,000 times.
No, we come up with all this on the spot. Anyway, yeah, no, you're listening to How to Make a Literal Cat in Your Favorite RPG, Action Fiction Autumn Edition. Until the end of November, it's all games about action films, martial arts, explosions, that kind of stuff. Mind blown.
Yeah. But if you're an avid listener of this podcast, you already knew that.
Yeah.
And if you are an avid listener of this podcast that wants to know more, or if you're a newer listener of this podcast that wants to know more about the show in general, we have a place where you can go learn about it. It's a little website called badgertrove.com/literalcatpod.
I do recommend visiting that website. It will tell you everything you could possibly want to know about the show. It'll show you all the episodes if you don't already know where to find them. It'll show you better places to find them, like how to put it on your RSS reader. Just grab the RSS feed. Or if you have a podcast app, then just look it up in your podcast app. The website will try and help you do that. It'll help you find our active social media pages. It'll send you our email. And that email, by the way, literalcatpod@gmail.com, that's where you send us pictures of your cats.
Yep. Send us pictures of your cats. Send us games that you think we should do. Send us a challenge that you think we should do in a game.
Yeah. You right there in the green long sleeve V-neck. Where the heck did you find that shirt, by the way?
A long sleeve V-neck is crazy.
Yeah, I know. You really need to send us pictures of your cats. Also, seriously, where did you get that shirt?
No, for real. That is a fashion statement.
I need to know what the cat of a man with a long sleeve green V-neck looks like. Or woman.
Yeah, the cat also has to have a V-neck on of some sort, right? Or maybe it's furs and a V-neck, like, pattern.
I mean, if I had a shirt like that, it would be half my personality. So, I'd probably make my cat wear something similar, yeah. Anyway. If you already know everything you could possibly want to know about the show, and you're already following us on social media, and you've already sent us pictures of your cats, and you still think, these guys, they could use a little bit more help promoting their show or whatever, you could go into Spotify, Apple Podcasts, random podcast review sites, which I used to know the name of, and leave us a rating. You could leave us a review too if you feel like it, but that requires typing out like a few sentences or paragraphs, and really all you need to do is go in and hit that 5-star button so the algorithm knows that people like the show, which will increase the odds that the algorithm shows the show to more people. Yeah.
So if you enjoy the show, you enjoy listening to it, and you think other people would enjoy listening to it, go on your favorite podcatcher and go tap that 5th star.
Yep. And remember, Avalon here is an alchemist. They will use your stars for their potions and stuff. They go to a good cause.
They do, you know. Sometimes I need to grind them up in my mortar and pestle. Sometimes I just need to wring them out, squish them, you know. They've got plenty of uses, so the more stars we get, the better, because I be using them. Also, we mentioned at the top that it is Action Fiction Autumn. That was voted by fellow viewers like you who are members of our Patreon. We put up a poll to discuss our seasonal themes, and we'll have another one up in December that you'll be able to vote on if you go over to patreon.com/badgertrove. You can check us out over there. If you want, you can toss a couple of bucks our way, get your input into the show.
Yeah, it's a great way to that literally like financially supports the show. I mean, we operate this show on a like as close to no budget as possible. So it's not like we need the money to keep doing this. But I mean, it is nice to have a little bit. Every once in a while, it helps offset the cost of a new RPG or stuff like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
Let's see. I think that's it for the show. We'll go over, like, the full perks of the Patreon next time, I think. So that's it for the show. Avalon, is there anything you want our audience to know to check out?
Well, I'll do some self-promo. You can check me out mostly on Blue Sky and Twitch over at Avalon Alchemist. I'll be continuing my Dark Souls run, my blind Dark Souls run, when I have the chance to take a break from IRL grinding. But currently, those are really the only two places I'm active. So, Joel, what do you got for people?
Omamer VT. That's my online persona these days. If you follow those accounts, you'll find my videos on Twitch. You'll find my socials on Blue Sky or Tumblr, where I will talk about, like, tabletop RPGs or making videos. And then, if you follow my YouTube account, OMammerVT, you'll see the videos that I'm making. And if you follow my Twitch, you can be there when I record those videos, or just whatever else the heck I'm doing.
Yeah, go watch those videos. They're pretty good. I'm a little biased, but, you know, I've seen them all.
I've been trying for, like, the last few months to get my YouTube channel up to 50 subscribers. It would be nice if October is finally the month where that happens. Just saying. I've got another video RPG related stuff that is currently in the works. It'll be going out in early November. So if you want to be ready for that, then you know what to do.
You have your mission. You must fulfill it.
Yeah. Especially you, who's wearing the sunglasses right now.
Yeah, the sunglasses with the messy bun. We see you out there.
Yep, this is your time. Check out your first VTuber, or second, or fourth, or I don't know how many VTubers you follow, but you know where my YouTube channel is now.
All right.
Anyway, I think we should get you back to the episode.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right, so languages is blank.
Which is good, because we don't talk, but I know that's not what that means.
That's probably not the intention, but we can find out more about what languages means. Actually, does it say on step 5? From the start, your character can speak, read, and write at least English and French.
Okay.
So I guess there might be some templates that would give you another language, maybe?
Yeah, the one below it says choose one additional language.
It says if your character is from an English-speaking country, English is your native tongue and French is a second language. If your character is from a French-speaking country, French is your native tongue and English is a second language. And if your character is not from France or English-speaking countries, they are both second languages, and your country's language of origin is your native tongue.
Okay.
I say our native language is Cat, and English and French are second languages.
You know what? Yeah. Cat, English, and French in that order. Why is there 2 boxes for native language?
Well, if you're from Canada, you could know English and French, because those are both native languages to Canada.
That's so true, bestie. I didn't think about that. I never think about French people. Canadians either. I always forget that Canada's a real place that you can go to.
I've not forgotten that. I don't think about it all the time. It's not like a thing that I forget.
It doesn't keep you up at night thinking about going to Canada.
I have not lost any sleep over not traveling to Canada yet.
Well, maybe one of these days you'll have something to look forward to up there.
I mean, there's reasons to visit Canada, probably. They've got tourist stuff. If only I knew what any of it was.
Wait, one of their biggest tourist attractions is part of the U.S., too. Looking at you, Niagara Falls.
Hey, Toronto has a baseball team. which plays with the American Baseball League.
I didn't even know about this. I'm not a baseball guy.
Oh, me neither, but like Toronto has a baseball team that plays, like, I'm pretty sure they play, it's the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep. They are first in American League East.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That they play as MLB. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. I couldn't think of the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, how about that? I learn something new every day.
Yeah, hey, Canadian listeners, if you know of any tourist places that we should stop, if we ever find ourselves in Canada, I guess let me know.
Yeah, send us an email. We'll check it out. Go see what Canada has to offer.
Unfortunately, I do not think we can plan a trip around your email suggestions, unfortunately. But what we can do is select a gear kit.
Yes, we can. So this says, you have lockpicks, a flashlight, and binoculars. Select one of them as your signature gadget, and then pick up to 2 more gear kits of your choice.
That's a lot of gear for a little guy.
Yeah, this is a little guy. How's he gonna carry all that stuff?
Well, I think we can do what we've seen other cartoons do, where Cat Claw works as lockpick.
Yeah, then that would be our signature item for sure, right?
Yeah, and then we can pick 2 more things.
Looks like equipment gear kits is on 109.
You get gear kits during a planning scene, never during the action. If you didn't get the gear kit before the action starts, it's too late. There's 3 ways to get gear kits: mission critical equipment, jury rig gear, or crafting gear.
Okay.
Actual equipment starts on page 12.
Oh.
So I don't think we need to take a weapon. It doesn't sound like it's really a thing for us, but like, we'll always have binoculars, lockpick, and flashlight, right?
Yep, we'll always have those.
We could also have hang glider or a parachute. Something like that would probably be a good fit for the old Cat Burglar repertoire.
I like the idea of a cat using a parachute, because how small would a cat parachute need to be? Think about it.
Probably like a Walmart bag, honestly.
Wait, we don't need the parachute. We can get a jetpack.
We can get a jetpack.
Now, would that be too loud for a burglar?
Depends. If you only use it in case of I feel like the hang glider is probably the best fit.
Honestly, yeah. Put it up on the roof, make a quick getaway with it.
Exactly.
Alright, so that can be one of our kits. An unpowered flight.
So you can't really control it very well. Like, it'll just glide with the wind, right? You only get to go down.
Yeah, you can only go straight down.
Well, not straight down. The whole point is that you go, like, diagonally down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And slowly, so that you don't, like, die.
And people do that for fun, too. They
Die?
No, they avoid dying by hang gliding.
Oh, yeah. No. That makes way more sense. Actually.
Alright, let's see. We get to choose one more, too.
Could have a ham radio.
A whole radio made out of ham. That sounds impractical.
It's a 2-way radio for communication.
Yeah. You can get a whole private jet? That seems a bit much.
Well, I mean, you gotta fly to other countries somehow to do your adventuring.
True. We can do a walkie-talkie so you don't have to carry around a whole ham radio.
True. That would be a lot more convenient on the job. Ham radio, I guess, would be a thing that would be more useful, like, when you're not in the field.
Yeah, it can definitely still be useful. Very long-range radio communication.
Whereas walkie-talkies would be much more short-range.
Yeah, short-range, more in-action type deal. I'm fine with either. I think both of them are pretty good picks.
Okay, so we either have something that we can't use while on the job, but could use to contact someone before or after.
Yeah.
Or we get something that we can use on the job that would basically only allow us to contact an accomplice who is on site.
I think ham radio might be the better option, because carrying a walkie-talkie around on a cat,
it'd be a little conspicuous.
Just a bit. So yeah, we can go with ham radio.
Now, you know what would be a funny main cast for this whole thing is if we were to do what Lupin the Third does and just have the police officer who inadvertently helps them with their adventure. Though we don't get to decide that. Someone else, you get to play that police officer.
Yeah, we'll put that in somebody else's hands. So those are 2 kits. which means we need to go back up.
Choose 2 plot hooks, which I believe is also given to us in the template. Or it gives us suggestions. I guess we don't have to follow these. Pick one, but preferably 2 plot hooks. For instance, 1 or 2 of these. Do-gooder, I owe you, looking for adventure, arch enemy, the octopus. The octopus, by the way, I'm guessing there's a whole thing in here about the octopus. I think it's an organization that we are, like, working against. Yeah, it's a shadow organization. It's not like a literal octopus.
Ah, I see.
I wouldn't have thought it was a literal octopus, but just to confirm, not a literal octopus.
I would have thought it because I'm full of whimsy.
But if you look at the front cover of the game, that guy who's standing around the corner in the shadow who looks like a butler, that guy is part of the octopus.
Dang, he's only got 4 extremities. There must be another guy somewhere out there that's part of the octopus.
Yeah, the octopus must have at least 2 guys.
Some might think 8, but you'd be wrong.
Oh, one moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, there's 8 guys in this picture. On page 200.
On page 200?
201, sorry.
Yep.
Actually, it's not all guys. Some of them are women.
Yeah, check your privilege. Check your privilege, Joel.
One of those guys looks like Frodo Baggins, though.
That is true, actually.
Imagine Frodo Baggins doing the DreamWorks smirk, and that's what this guy in this photo looks like.
I hate how right you are. That is a perfect description, actually.
Do we want to use one of these plot hooks, or do you have an idea for another one? We can go to the whole plot hook section. The descriptions for it start on page 47. So first one, arch enemy, the octopus. We got do-gooder. This is one that it recommended for us. You can't help it. You just have to help others, especially those that nobody else will. You don't have to help everyone, but sometimes there is nobody else there to offer assistance except you. Another one it recommended, I owe you. You owe someone a big favor. One day that someone or someone they know will call it in, and that will undoubtedly lead to new and exciting adventures.
All right.
So we've got someone's going to call in a favor. We have to help someone for the greater good, or we've made an enemy of a shadow organization, and that will kickstart our adventure. One of those things could be... What was the other one? There was a 4th one, right?
I think it was the looking for adventure one.
Looking for adventure. So we're just seeking it out on our own. A mundane life is not for you. You want to push the boundaries, press into the unknown. You're the type that sails solo around the world, climbs the highest peaks, treks across the wildest wilderness, skis to the poles, whatever isn't part of modern, civilized, boring, everyday life. So there's actually not, like, a lot of other options. I say we pick from the ones that we were recommended.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there is one that kind of stands out in my mind.
The octopus?
That's a lot cooler than the others.
All right, we can pick 2. They recommend we do so.
Okay, what do you think? Arch enemy, the octopus, and then...
Yes, most of the art that we've stolen in our career is from them.
Yes.
It's all fun and games until they figure out we're a cat.
And then they're like, what the hell do we do with this information?
That's when our adventure really begins. So, for our second one...
Well, I guess we do looking for adventure as a second one, right?
We're just actively seeking out trouble all the time.
Yeah, seeking out trouble, and guess what? It got us into trouble with the octopus.
I'll take it. We'll upset other shadow organizations given the opportunity to.
Yeah, we're not tied down to one shadow organization hating us.
All right, we are pretty close to the end then. Optional step 8, customize your character. Here are some ways you can customize your character with the director's permission. So these are up to the game master then?
Yep, it sounds like it, because it's get other skills, swap skills around, check vitality, check languages, get another ability or another complication, stuff like that. So that is definitely something that you'll have to do with your game master.
All right, so step 9 then will be design your character. Think about your appearance.
Oh boy. What do we want this cat to look like? I'm thinking maybe not like an all black cat, but like maybe like a really dark, like a storm gray, storm cloud gray.
Okay. And what would that be?
Like what kind of cat?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking up gray cat breeds. Chartreux, I think.
Chartreux.
Look at a Chartreux cat. They're French.
Oh.
They are a dark bluish gray.
They do be dark bluish gray. They look so angry. At least this one does.
I feel like it or the Russian blue, because those both have that similar kind of dark, almost bluish gray coat. It's that storm cloud gray that you're talking about.
Yeah. I think we could do a Chartreux. This is set in France, you know.
That is true.
So I think Chartreux fits perfectly.
Yeah, it makes us a French cat, puts us in the correct setting.
I guess the color of the eyes is going to be like bright yellow.
I think they had more like greenish eyes. No, I guess most of these pictures do have yellow eyes. Okay.
Yeah. There are a couple dark greener ones that I see. Do we want to give them dark green eyes? We can do that. There's nothing stopping us.
That would be the uncommon thing, I think, which could make it cooler.
All right, let's do it. Dark green eyes to keep with that, you know, the dark figure of a cat burglar.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. Height. They give us a lot of stuff that we can put down here. We can put down their date of birth, their place of birth.
Yep. So if the game takes place in 1965,
uh-huh,
do we want to have a young cat, a middle-aged cat? I think Cat Burglar, middle-aged man.
Okay.
This cat was born in 1958.
Okay. Funny enough, there's not a spot on here for age.
Yeah, that's the birthday thing. So if the game takes place in 1965, then the cat being born in 1958 would make it, one moment, I think it's like 7?
Yeah, that'd be 7. What date?
June 15th.
June 15th?
Actually, let's do March 15th.
The Ides of March.
Yeah.
Beware, beware.
This cat's always been a disaster.
Place of birth? Do we want to just say like Paris?
That'll work. I was looking up how to spell and say calamity in French. My name recommendation. Calamity.
Calamity. I like that.
The paw print bandit.
The paw print bandit, in another act of calamity, has stolen the Mona Lisa.
Or I guess as the French would probably call it, Le bandit à imprints des pattes.
What?
Or de paw.
De paw?
Yeah. Le bandit au imprints des paws. Is that how? Yeah, that's how you say it.
Bless you.
Sorry, I don't speak French.
Neither do I.
I'm doing the best I can off of my understanding of how French words work. But I'm pretty sure Pat's would just be paw. No, it's Pat. Never mind. I just typed it into Google Translate again and had him play it for me. It's Pat.
It's Pat? Alright. So how do you spell all that?
It's in Discord chat.
Oh, I see.
Now, question. There seems to be a D100 table here. Would you like to roll on it once?
I would love to roll on a D100 table once.
I thought you might.
Alright, I have my big clunky metal dice here.
Perfect.
Alright, D100, this is just a design idea?
Yep.
Oh gosh, I'm seeing some interesting stuff on here. So let's get into it. We got 31. What is 31?
Hairband.
Hairband?
This cat wears a hairband.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're in an 80s metal band.
No, I don't think that's the intention. Also, it's a little too early for 80s metal.
Just a bit. Some might say 20 years early.
Can't invent 80s metal bands for another, I guess, minimum 15 years. I really want to, the thing that it recommends is that you make a character who will stand out from the rest of the characters on a comic book page. I feel like we should give this cat some kind of, Scooby-Doo level distinction from other animals.
Okay.
Not literally Scooby-Doo, because Scooby-Doo is literally designed to be the worst breed of Great Dane. All the traits that you don't want on a purebred Great Dane, that's what Scooby-Doo had.
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily want to do that. But we could say stuff like, you know how they've had cats that are really thin with those really long necks?
Yeah.
Does he look like that? Or I feel like that's more of a villain's cat. We're a criminal, not a villain.
Not a villain.
But it could just be a very tall triangular cat.
True.
Although I guess Chartreux cats are kind of round, aren't they?
They are pretty round. Now here's my thing. We could give it a crook in its tail.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm pretty sure that's what those are called. Yep, it is. It is called a crook. So I think that's very fitting for our little Bendit.
You're talking about the thing where it bends at an odd angle?
Yeah, so like put it like halfway down the tail.
Gotcha.
It just like bends sideways or something.
All right, I'm into it. And that's our cat. I think it would be fair to say a very round shaped cat. So you'd draw this cat mostly with circles.
Yeah.
Maybe some pointed ovals, but other than that, just a very round cat.
Very round and with a very angular tail, which I feel like makes it stick out a bit more, you know?
Yeah, there you go. And you can draw the evil cats as triangular, because that's usually how they do that.
Yeah.
Make them all Jafar coded.
Ah, you've seen that video too, I see.
Yes. I mean, they chose the most prominent example I think they could.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That man is made of triangles.
He is only triangles.
Step 10. That's the one we can't do because it's deciding how you meet.
Yep.
So we're done. I guess we need to name him.
I thought we did name him.
That's right. We named him Calamity. Or Calamity.
Calamity. One of my favorite kinds of tea, you know. That was pretty quick and easy.
Yeah, a little longer than our last couple, but you know what? Like, we can't have them all be short and sweet. It's supposed to be action fiction autumn. Although I will tell you, I have a long list of RPGs for action fiction autumn. There are so many that I have thrown out because I have determined based off of the characters that we've already made that doing them would take us a half hour or less.
Dang. Action games, I mean, they're quick and to the point, just like they want you to get into the action.
I guess. But that is just the thing. If it's based on martial arts or action movies, then they usually have fairly simple character creation. There is one that I've got that I want to save for, like, closer to a finale. Actually, at this point, it probably will be the finale that I think is a little more tactical. But yeah, a lot of them are just very, very simple games.
Well, yeah, we don't want all of our episodes being super short in our theme season, so probably a good idea to throw those out.
But I mean, hey, we can make up for it by the fact that there's 7 episodes this action fiction autumn instead of 6.
Yeah, you guys get a bonus.
Little bit of a bonus. 3 episodes in October. It would have been October or November no matter what. You get 3 episodes, but anyway, I think the only rule that we broke is this is very human-centric.
Yeah.
A lot of these games have had this expectation that you don't necessarily have to be human because they're based more on like 70s, 80s, 90s B-list actor type action movies with low budgets and wild plots. This one, however, is based on a very specific genre of like treasure hunter, adventurer, the sort of thing that inspired the Indiana Jones movies, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Although specifically, this is based on the 60s line of European comics that would have been probably among the first of the genre. When was Tarzan written?
Tarzan? I don't know. Let's look it up.
Edgar Rice Burroughs. 1912 would have been the origin of Tarzan. So I think that's probably the earliest example I can think of this type of story. And it's not, Tarzan I don't think is the origin of that type of story, but like, Edgar Rice Burroughs probably helped inspire the genre that would have contained Adventures of Tintin, probably inspired the works that would become like stuff like Indiana Jones, Uncharted, everything in between there.
Yeah.
It's a long-standing tradition in stories to have a guy go from one country to another country and try and find treasure there.
Everybody loves stealing everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, you get it.
Except for National Treasure, where they do be staying in America the whole time.
Yeah, it makes it okay, because you're only robbing your own country.
Except no, they find the city of gold. They rob a different city, because I'm pretty sure it's outside of America. Like
El Dorado would be a, Spanish myth, so yeah, that would probably mean they were in Mexico.
Yeah. Damn it.
We still got the first national treasure.
True. I couldn't remember if that was the first or the second one where they found the City of Gold.
I am pretty sure it was the second one. Although, I'll be honest, I've watched both of those movies exactly one time, and it was not recently.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it was. There's some dated movies now, probably.
Oh, dude, this genre is ancient. It's been dated since it started.
Okay, fair.
And Anyway, Avalon, you got a cat pun for us?
I do.
Would you like to tell it to us?
I don't know if I would. No,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've done this one before. I feel like I have, but I didn't see it on my list, so maybe it was before I started the list. Either way. What do you call a cat in love?
I can't think of a meowis. I don't know.
Nope. A smitten kitten.
A smitten kitten. That's pretty good. All right. Well, I'll see you all later.
Adios. Or au revoir.